Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your July 2020 tarot reading. I'm going to go ahead and get started right away. So the first card you have for the beginning of the month is the Four of Swords. And what I'm feeling from this is that your energy is starting to return to you at the beginning of July. I think that you felt really tired for a lot of 2020, the year. I think you felt kind of tired and depressed and low energy for a while, and you're coming out of that. There's more pep in your step, definitely. But at the same time, even though you feel better and your energy is coming back, you still are dealing with this feeling of feeling rejected or left out. You feel lonely, you feel like you've been abandoned. But what I'm seeing is that this is kind of self-imposed. You've made a choice to kind of withdraw from people. Just, you're not really involving yourself with others. You made a decision that you wanted to be left alone, but you're feeling lonely at the same time. So it's really confusing. It's like you kind of don't want to deal with people right now, but at the same time you feel lonely. So that's kind of confusing. And being alone is not making you feel better. It's not. Yeah. And then the next card you have is the Knight of Pentacles, and I feel very similar energy with this card as well. Feeling lonely, feeling alone, more isolation. I'm also starting to feel with the latter cards is that someone might have wronged you in some way, or you yourself, you did it to yourself. And it kind of blocked your progress or moving ahead on something, on some area of your life. It kind of blocked you moving ahead somehow, or you let that happen. For some of you, someone in the recent past might have said that they were going to do something for you and they didn't do it. So you're feeling like, well, wow, I can't rely on anyone. This person said that they were going to help me or do this thing and they didn't. So you're feeling really betrayed from that, if that's what happened. It's like you were counting on someone to handle something and they didn't. And it could be yourself. You could be feeling disappointed in yourself. You might have told yourself you were going to do something or handle something a certain way or take a certain action and you haven't yet. So you feel betrayed by yourself. Like you're kind of in like this self-judgment, perhaps. The next card for the middle of the month I see is the Emperor, and what I see in this is that, again, you're feeling disempowered in some way. Yeah, and even as I'm tapped into your energy, it's like very scattered. And I'm a Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarius sun, so I can tell you guys, I could be very honest, because this is my reading too, theoretically. Yeah, you're feeling like you don't have the ability to stand in your power. You want to, but you're kind of being down on yourself about it. You're not really a high power person anyway. I don't think Sagittariuses are very high power people. But what's neat is you kind of need to force yourself to do something. I don't know exactly what that is, but that's what the advice is. You need to get yourself moving on something. There's something that you want to do, but it feels really out of reach and far away from you. It could be that this situation of feeling betrayed or feeling lonely and isolated is just making you feel like you just can't move, that you can't be in like a decisive, taking action state. I also feel, like I said, that there's something you want to do, but I don't know if it's very concrete yet. I don't think it's very solid. It's like you have a vague idea of something that you want to do or move forward on, but it's not really solidified yet. So the advice is to tap into that Emperor energy so that you can move on something and get more solid in it, right? Like a more earth energy of the Emperor. And then as we move toward like the middle end of July, you have the Seven of Swords. And I see this as that you're not really being honest with yourself about something. Yeah, you could be lying to yourself or others, or someone could be lying to you. Someone's not saying what's true. It's someone you thought you could trust. So this could be related to you feeling betrayed by someone or yourself. So this is just kind of saying that same thing again. But the point here with this card is, and the same thing with the Emperor, is that you're not being in your strength about this. You're lacking the courage to stand up to someone. You're feeling really timid and indecisive about this. So you have like some muddled thinking, and any efforts are going to be unstable in dealing with this. So because of this, if this is your state you're in, Sagittarius, the advice is that you really need to reach out to others. I mean, out of all the signs this month, you really need to not be afraid to reach out to friends, reach out for people to assist you. Ask a friend, explain to them what's going on, because you need a different perspective. Okay? You're feeling kind of lost. And I know you don't feel like it. I understand, because I'm a Sag too. You don't feel like it. You don't want to go talk to anyone. You just want to stay alone. But you really, that's the best thing you can do right now, because I feel like you're in a really down state. I'm sorry. I know this isn't a very happy message for this month, but I'm going to tell you the truth of what I see. And if you think you don't have anyone, go online, go to meetup groups, online classes, stay connected. Like, don't fall into that black hole. Reach out to others. It's going to help you get through this so that you can see a different perspective on something. Because you're kind of just in your own negative energy about this situation, and you're not seeing things clearly for what they are. So you really do need some assistance. Okay? At the same time though, like, definitely honor how you feel and what you're going through. It's a season and it will pass. So I think also the advice is to go inside and figure out what's right for you this month, because you're definitely dealing with some heavy energy. But definitely reach out to others. Don't handle this all alone. And then the last card you have for the end of the month is the Six of Pentacles. And I see with this card that you're feeling much better. Your situation improves in a way in one area, and then you feel better about it. You're like, oh, okay. So you're feeling a little bit more abundant, a little more lighter. Maybe you want to share it with others. Maybe you finally feel like talking to people at the end of the month, and that's okay. Maybe you just need to go through your process, and then at the end of the month, you're like, okay, I'm ready to talk to other people. This card could also mean that if you felt like lack financially, that this is improving at the end of the month. Maybe someone bails you out. Maybe you realize that you need to ask for financial assistance. It could be a loan. If that's what it is, you will get the help you need, and then you'll feel better. You'll be like, okay, maybe I'm not so alone. Maybe there are people who care about me. You'll feel better. With this card, I also see maybe someone could be handing something off to you that's of high value. So it could be a family member giving you like some kind of collectibles items that are worth a lot. Maybe some older family members. It could be like that for some of you. And again, like, if that's what it is, like, you feel relief. You feel relief from obtaining that. And it could be that it's because it's going to help you financially. Yeah, and also this Six of Pentacles is also like a present moment card. So it will be appropriate to act on something at the end of the month. So maybe the situation earlier in the month that you were dealing with, maybe you do get the courage to confront a person or an aspect of yourself that was causing this difficulty that we talked about at the beginning of the month. So it's kind of like, yeah, maybe you need to just ride the waves that you're going through throughout the month of July, and then at the end, it will be the appropriate time to take action and confront yourself or confront other people that you feel have been causing this difficulty for you of feeling alone and isolated or rejected or lied to or whatever it was, like we talked about earlier. I kind of feel like you have to go through this process, and at the end of the month, then it's the moment, that present moment at the end of the month is will be the right time for you to take an action. Yeah, you're going to be at the end of the month, you're going to be feeling like you got through the month. You're going to be feeling proud of yourself, like, I got through a difficult month, you know? And you're in much better shape at the end of the month and a better person for it, for having gone through this. So, again, Sagittarius, I'm sorry that I had to deliver this message of, you know, having some challenging times in July, but this is all part of what you need to go through. You're going to learn and grow from it, and you do come out of it at the end. You do. It's all part of your growth. Okay? So if you liked this video, if you felt like it resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you want, you could leave a comment below and tell me what you thought. Thanks, Sagittarius. Bye.